I think I'm pretty well centered here. Alright, let's see if I can do this. 1, 2, oh man. Hey everybody, it's Moonbo here, and welcome back to more Endless Scrap Mechanic. This time coming at you with an update video. So this is a Scrap Mechanic update. Right now it is in the beta. I didn't really use it too much. I'm just checking it out right now. So there's a few little changes that we're going to be going through. Namely, the one that I'm really excited about is actually the follow cam. And we'll be getting to that. But we're going to quickly go over there, check out a few of the new things. And I've also set up a few rings. There's a few right here behind me, as you can see. And I've even added one way off in the distance. You might be able to see it there. There's a ring on the mountain, and there's a couple more in the forest. So I'll be hopping into that jet and trying to fly through some rings with the first-person cam, and maybe even from the outside. We're going to have a really nice steady shot on that. And I'll also do a bit of flying around in my Apache Longbow, because the first person, when the cam is following you, is absolutely fantastic. So let's get on over there and check out a few of the new updates. Whew, that was quick. Alright, so here we go. Right now, it looks like we've got some mugs, and I mean, I was hoping for some wheel sizes, but I always do enjoy a little bit of detail. So we've got some mugs here. I wonder if those are pointing towards something in survival mode. We'll have to find out, maybe some type of drinking vessel. And we've also got some bathtubs here. Now, this is an interesting thing. Someone was talking about the bathtubs, and maybe these could somehow play into survival where you have to clean yourself. So there might be like a dirty thing. A lot of possibilities for survival mode. And my favorite thing about this bathtub actually is they've added like some type of little animation on it. And I think this is really like the first animation aside from the particle effect from thrusters. But you can see here we've got a bubble bath on the go, so really cool. I mean, it's a seat as well, so you can do a few things with it. And then over here real quick, we got some thrusters here. As you can see, this one is really shut because it is maxed out. And as we move down the line, you'll see them slowly opening up wider and wider until we get to the very end here, where this one is all the way at the bottom. So you can see these thrusters now have a little bit more animation to them, and the particle is a little bit cooler and a little more dynamic, as well as this new dirt particle that appears as the thrusters hit the ground. And one thing I really want to point out about this particle effect is if you look right here, you can actually see that the shadow from that tree beside us is actually being cast through the smoke. So honestly, that is a real touch of detail, and it really just brings that effect together. And I actually really love the effect that it has when you're taking off in like something like a helicopter. So how about we hop into that helicopter and we are going to try out the Steadicam, and then after that we're gonna hop into this F-35 and we're gonna fly around and try and get through some of these rings. I made them a little too small, I think, but I'm really excited. So let's go check it out. Alright, now we're in the Apache. We're going to get everything spinning up and all the thrusters going. We're going to see the really neat particle effect underneath us here, so we can see just how far it'll go. So we're kind of rising. There it goes. All the dust particles have gone away. So now we're in Steadicam. So that is something that you can change in your options. You just go here to options, and it's in your under display right here. You can just switch it on and off. I'm hoping, I think everyone else is hoping as well, that they will add a toggle key binding so that you can quickly change it. But now let's stop talking about all that and check out what I am most excited for in this update, and that is the follow cam. So let's get into first person here, and we're just gonna see now. You can actually see how much easier it is. I can actually take my hand off the mouse now, and that was what I used to have to do, was keep my hand on the mouse. So now I can fully control this helicopter, and you see, it's just such a smooth view. I'm gonna center it a little bit more here, and wow, look at this. This is honestly really nice, and this is the update I have been waiting for. And I mean, I've talked to a lot of people who play Scrap Mechanic, and I think they were all pretty excited to try something like this out eventually. And I'm so happy I have made so many flying creations, because I have so much cool stuff that I get to play with now and just re-experience it all. Because look at this. I can maneuver around. This helicopter is really stable, and it's really easy to fly as well. So I'm having a blast here, actually, how easy it is to look around. You can see everything around you, all of your surroundings as well. Really, really cool. But I'm gonna be heading on over now to the F-35. I really want to try out those rings, but I mean, I am absolutely blown away by how much fun this is now to fly without having to worry about the mouse all the time. But now, let's go check out that F-35. Alright, I'm kind of lost. I'm not too sure where it went. I'm looking around here in the third person now, and I think it might be around this corner here. But you can see even actually the third person is really cool. The way it follows, so I can keep the camera pretty much always facing inside of the map now. And that was something that you just couldn't do before. But I'm gonna keep trying to find where I put that F-35 and those rings. Alright, I finally found it. Let's see what it's like to land with this Steadicam now. Look at this. This is actually a really neat effect. Look at that shadow there. This is something that was never possible before. So let's see if we can gently bring this down. Ah, perfect. Alright, so I'm gonna get that F-35 set up, and I will meet you guys in the air, and we're gonna try and get through some of those little itty-bitty rings. Alright, as you can see, I am now in the air. What a smooth takeoff. I'm loving this camera. So I'm going to get into third person, though, because this is going to be rather difficult. I am going to try and fly through some of those rings. I tried a couple times before I started recording this, and I gotta say, it was not easy. So I'm going to loop around and come right back to where those rings are, and I'm going to try and get through all three of them, and then I might try some of the ones that I put in the forest, but those ones are a little more difficult. So let's see if I can't find where those rings are at. Alright, so there's two of them right there in the forest. I'm not going to try and hit those ones just yet. I think I really want to try and get through the three of them near the ground, but I gotta say, this might be the most embarrassing thing ever. And honestly, I'm loving just flying around here. You can see just how easy it is for me to stay on track with this plane and just be able to steer it with very little effort. So I think the rings are coming up here. I'm pretty sure. I'm getting nervous, actually. Let's see. Okay, there's a ring. Let me center this. Alright, that's pretty well centered. I am not too sure how this is gonna go. Alright, I am not too sure what I'm doing here. I am not gonna make it up. I'm aborting that. Nope. Get out of that mission. Here we go. Alright, I am gonna loop around and try that one more time. Alright, so I'm going to come around the corner here. I think my issue was I was too low on that initial pass. I'm pretty sure I did not have my nose pointed up enough. So we're going to come back around here. Okay, whoa. That ring is right there. Okay, let's see if I can do this. I'm not sure. I don't think I'm going to get it. I am definitely not going to get this. This is probably one of the hardest things I've ever thought of doing. Oh, man. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go over there. I'm going to set up directly in front of these rings. Wait, am I going to go through? No. Oh, I thought I was going to go through. Oh, wait, no. Okay, yeah, I'm going to go set up over there directly in front of these rings, because I think this is probably one of the hardest things I've ever tried to do. Alright, so I'd say I'm pretty much in line with those over there now, so let's see if I can't redeem myself with at least one of those rings. And so they're coming up really fast here, so I'm going to try and just go up and then maybe drop my nose down in. I think I'm pretty well centered here. Alright, let's see if I can do this. 1, 2, oh, man. I don't know if that's possible. I definitely got through the one there. I'm gonna just try and get into one of the mountain ones, I think. There's one right up there on the mountain. You know what, I might even be able to just... I don't think I have enough room to take off here. Alright, so I've given myself plenty of room for this one as well. I'm gonna have to climb up very fast here, so I'm gonna avoid this tree, and I bet you I should be able to get up and over that tree there as well. Yes, that's perfect. So here we go, we're reaching altitude now. This should go pretty smoothly, I'd say. If my piloting skills are as good as I think they are. Here we go, ring right through the middle. Oh yeah, look at that. That is actually just perfect. I had to take a picture of that, it was so good. So there you go though, guys. I don't think I'm going to try any more of those rings. I don't think I can get through more than one at a time, but as you can see, look at how amazing this looks. You can do whatever you want now without ever having to worry about losing sight of what's going on. So I think this overall is a fantastic update. Of course, we're always inching our way towards more and more things that are better and better. So thank you so much for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this video and enjoyed the update from Scrap Mechanic, and commend them on their work because they are definitely doing a great job. So if you enjoyed the video, though, make sure you hit that like button, and of course, if you haven't already, subscribe for endless Scrap Mechanic, and I will be seeing you guys in the next one. Bye for now.